Good morning, children. So, today I will be starting the second chapter in mechanics. So, the first chapter we have learned about force. So, today I will be starting the second chapter, that is work, energy and power, or work, power and energy. So, you have studied what is force, what is moment of force, couple, what is moment of couple, also all these things you have studied. So, there are some, I need to do a lot of numericals on that chapter. So, when you come back to the school, we'll once again revise the chapter and do all the numericals that are given in your textbook. So today after sound, sir has finished sound, or we may be finishing sound today. So I will start the second chapter, that is work, power and energy. If I ask you people to do, to study, or your parents are asking you to study. So you feel that you are doing some work. That is mental work in your sense. Now I am thinking, I feel that I am doing some work. I am talking about something. I'm discussing some lecture with you. I'm giving some lecture to you. By standing still, I feel that I am doing some work. But in the sense of physics, all these things are not work at all. Work is said to be done only when a body gets displaced on the application of force in the direction of force. Once again I repeat, in physics sense, work is said to be done when a body gets displaced on the application of force in the direction of force. Only then we say that work is done. I'll give one more example. Say if you are applying a lot of force on the wall. Yeah, you are applying force using your energy. You may be feeling that you are working on the wall, but in physics it is not work. Why it is not work? Because the wall is not getting displaced. I can give one more example. Say if there is a very big rock, you are applying a lot of force on it. You and your friend, both of you are applying a lot of force on it. Even then, after application of so much of force, that rock won't get displaced. Then we say that there is no work done. Yeah, you have applied a lot of force, you have applied by using all your energy. Even then we say that there is no work done. Why we say that there is no work done? Because the rock has not got displaced. We say work is said to be done only when a body gets displaced on the application of force. Now I will take one small example here. A small block which I have placed it on surface. Okay, I am applying some force F. Okay, on the application of force, what is there? What will happen? I am applying. See, I am coming once again. I am not confusing you here. What will happen? I am applying force more than the force of friction, because we have discussed force of friction in our last chapter in contact forces. Okay, the force of friction will be acting in this direction opposite to the force I have applied. So what am I doing here? I am applying more force than the force of friction. So what will happen to the body? The body gets displaced. Say, let us say the body got displaced till here. It has displaced through a distance? Yes. So what it has displaced in the direction of the force or not? It has displaced in the direction. Then the work is said to be done. The work is said to be done as the product of, it is the product, multiplication product of the force into the displacement. The force into displacement will give us the work done. So in what direction the body has displaced? It has displaced in the direction of the force. So that is also very important. The body should get displaced either in the direction of the force or the component of force. Okay, or the component of displacement. So anyone, say either it should get displaced in the direction of force or the direction of the component of displacement or the component of force. So F into S gives us the work done. Now the question arises, say if a body is getting, I take one example here. There is one inclined plane here. Okay. So there is one body here. Say I apply force in this direction. I am applying force in this direction. But the body is getting displaced along the inclined plane, say AC. Then what you can see here? Here you are applying force in this direction, but the body is getting displaced in this direction. Then, how do you find out the components here? Simple, find out the component of this displacement. Okay, now they say that it has displaced through a distance, yes. Now let us say that this is yes here. So you do one thing, construct one right angle triangle. Let this be theta. Let the inclined plane is inclined at an angle theta. So what will happen? We need to find out the component. Say, let us say this is yes, as I told, this is the distance, the total distance covered is yes. Then we need to find out, here we need to find out the component of displacement. To find out the component of displacement here, so what here it is theta. What we need to find out this distance. We need to find this component. That is the component of force or component of displacement here. So how do we find out here? Very simple. Cos theta is equal to, what is cos theta? Let me consider. Let me put it as AB. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is nothing but AB by, that is base by hypotenuse. So AB will, so what is AB? AB is nothing but the force here. So F is equal to AC cos theta. What is AC? We have S cos theta. So what I have done here, this is the component of displacement in the direction of force. So the force is acting in this direction. So what I have done here, I have taken the component of displacement in the direction of force. So don't confuse here. What is the component? So the component of displacement. The component of displacement in the direction of force. Now a question may arise to you people. What are these components? Very simple. I have taken one force here. I am dividing this force into two. This one. One is horizontal component. I am calling it as horizontal component, and other one I am calling it as vertical component. I have divided force into two parts. One along the horizontal direction and another along the vertical direction. I can do it to any vector. Like here I have done it to displacement. In the next case I will be doing it to the force. So what I have done here, this component of, let us take, now I have done it for S, that is displacement. So this component is S cos theta and this component is S sin theta. Why I have taken this component now, horizontal component now? Because I want the displacement or component of displacement along the direction of force. So I have taken this component. Okay. So I hope you understood how I got this component, that is S cos theta. So now work done will be equal to F into the force acting on the body. Okay, into the component of displacement. What is the component of displacement? Along the direction of force. I repeat it again. What is the component of displacement along the direction of force? That is S cos theta. Therefore, F into S cos theta. Okay, this will give us the work done along the direction of force when the body is not getting displaced along the direction of force. So in the first example, what I told you, the first example I gave you, I showed you that the body is getting displaced along the direction of force. Here, the body is not getting displaced along the direction of force or in the direction of force. The body, I am applying force in this direction while the body is getting displaced in this direction. So for that, what I have done, I have split or I have divided the component of displacement into two components, one along the horizontal direction and one along the vertical direction, as I have showed here. Okay, so why I have taken along the horizontal direction? Because I want the component of displacement along the direction of force. Let us go back to our initial definition of work done. What is the definition of work done? It is the product of force and the displacement along the direction of force, or component of force or component of displacement. So here what I need to take? I need to take the component I am taking the component of displacement along the direction of force. Therefore, I got it as Fs cos theta. See, this is This is for the displacement. Sorry, I have divided the displacement into two components. What are the two components? One along the horizontal direction and one along the vertical direction. Why I have taken horizontal direction? Because I wanted in the direction of force. In the same way, I can also divide the force into two components. Here I have divided displacement. In the same way, I can divide the force into two components, that is horizontal component and vertical component. Therefore, in the next topic we will do that. Okay. Consider this right angle, small right triangle angle APN. Okay, where cos theta is equal to AN by AP. AN by AP, or AN is equal to AP cos theta, that is F cos theta. Now you see here, this component or this force what I have indicated here is the force which is acting along the direction of displacement. So therefore, we should consider this component here. Therefore, what is the work done here? Work done will be equal to this F cos theta into the displacement S. So what is the displacement what we have taken? Let us take the displacement as S here. Therefore, yes, it is F cos theta into S, or F cos theta S. Fs cos theta. Therefore, what we understand from these two cases, from the first case where I have divided the displacement into two components, there we took it as S cos theta there, which is the displacement along the direction of force. Here I have divided the force into two components. The component of force which is acting along the direction of displacement, I have taken it as F cos theta into the displacement, that is nothing but Fs cos theta. Okay, so what we understood here, till now what we understood, the work done is given by, say, if the force is acting along the direction of force, work done will be equal to F into S, as simple as that. Say, if the force is not acting along the direction of displacement, or the body is not getting displaced along the direction of force, if I break the displacement into two components, then work done will be equal to F into S cos theta. F into S cos theta. When I break the displacement vector into two components, that is component along the direction of force and component perpendicular to the direction of force. Which component I am taking? I am taking the direction along the direction of force, that is F into S cos theta. Now this is the first case where I broke the displacement into two vectors or two components. Now here this is the second case, I am breaking the force into, that is S into F cos theta. What I have broken here? I have broken F into two components. The component, I am taking the component which is acting along the direction of displacement. Okay, which I am taking along the direction of displacement. So this is called the work done, that is Fs cos theta. If the force is acting along the direction of displacement, then we just take it as F into S. Now we will study different cases in this work done. Now let us see here. Just imagine a water drop falling under gravity. Water drop falling under gravity. Then say a water drop is falling under gravity. Now the displacement is along this direction. Am I correct? The displacement is along this direction, and the forces of gravity is also acting along this direction. Let us say this is force and this is displacement. Then what will be the angle? What will be the angle between the force and displacement? Theta will be equal to 0. Therefore, work done will be equal to F into S into cos 0. Cos 0, that is nothing but F into S. This is the first case where the displacement and the work done are along the same line, then theta will be equal to 0, then work done will be equal to F into S. Now I take one more example. Say a coolie is lifting a weight and keeping it on his head. A coolie is lifting a weight and keeping it on his head. Now the force is acting in the upward direction. He is lifting it, right? The force will be acting in the upward direction, and displacement is also along the upward direction. Then the work done once again will be equal to F into S. Okay. Now let us take one more example, one more case here. A person is carrying a heavy weight on his head and moving in the forward direction. Then the force and the displacement will be perpendicular to each other or not? The force acting. So the force acting will be in this direction and the displacement will be in this direction. Then what will be the angle? The angle will be 90 degrees. Then if I put it here, then it will be F into S into cos 90, then the work done will be 0. Here the person is carrying some weight, even then the work done is 0. Why the work done is 0? Because the displacement and the force acting, this is the force acting, are perpendicular to each other. When they are perpendicular to each other, then the work done will be equal to 0. In another case, we have learned about circular motion in the last class or last chapter, where if you remember, I will take a circular motion here. The centripetal force, it is the center point. Now the body, the direction of force will be in the tangential direction here. Am I correct or not? The body of the direction of the force will be in the tangential direction, while centripetal force will be acting in this direction. Now the displacement is in this direction, while the force is acting in this direction. Then what will be the angle? They are perpendicular to each other or not? So when they are perpendicular to each other, then it will be cos 90 once again. Once again the work done will be equal to 0. Therefore, the kinetic energy or the energy acting or the energy in a circular motion will be equal to 0. This is what you should remember. Now let us take one more case in the same example here. Say a body has started from point A. It has completed one complete circle and came back to point A once again. Then what is the displacement here? Displacement is equal to 0 or not? Displacement is equal to 0. Therefore work done will be equal to 0 once again. And I will take one more example. A person is carrying a heavy suitcase and standing. So what is the displacement here? Once again displacement is 0. Therefore once again the work done will be equal to 0. Okay. So in this way we need to take, or we need to consider the different cases. So here in the first case, let me go back to the first example once again. Here the displacement is in this direction and the force is also in this direction. Then we say that the work done is positive. The work done is positive. Say if the displacement, I will take one more example. I throw a ball into the space, or I throw a ball up. So what will happen here? The force of gravity will be acting in the downward direction, while the displacement of the ball will be in the upward direction. Say the same example, if I throw a ball up, force will be acting in this direction, while displacement will be acting in the downward. Force is acting in the downward direction, while the displacement is acting in the upward direction. Here we say that the work done is negative. If both displacement and force are in the same direction, then we say that the work done is positive. If both are opposite, then we say that the work done is negative. Okay, now I once again discuss the different cases here before winding up the session. Okay, in the first case what we discussed, if the ball is, or if a raindrop is falling under gravity, the displacement and force are acting in the same direction or are acting in the same line, then the work done is said to be positive. That's the first thing you should understand. Work done is said to be positive and theta will be equal to 0. When theta is equal to 0, work done will be maximum, that is F into S, because cos 0 is 1. Okay. Now in the second case what we discussed? We discussed that in a circular motion, when the body is moving along the circular circumference, the direction of body will be along the tangent at that particular point, while the direction of the centripetal force will be acting towards the center, where both will be perpendicular with each other. Therefore, the work done will be equal to 0. In the fourth case, what we discussed here, if a body starts from point A and comes back to point A, the displacement is 0 once again. So when the displacement is 0, as we have already learned, work done will be equal to 0. Okay, and in the fifth case, what we learned, when a person is carrying a heavy weight on his head and walking, say the displacement is in this direction, while the force is acting in this direction, then the angle between the force and the displacement is perpendicular at 90 degrees, then the work done will be equal to 0. Okay, so a person is carrying a heavy load and standing. He is not in motion, that means he is not getting displaced. Then once again the work done will be equal to 0 because the displacement is 0. In this way, we should analyze whether the work done is 0 or the work done is maximum, depending on the angle between the force and the displacement. Okay, so today I will upload all these pages, text pages to your WhatsApp group. Please go through those pages. Please text me if you have any doubts, so that I can clear those doubts. Okay, I hope you are enjoying your time watching, staying with your family, watching some TV, and at the same time please see that you spend at least 2 to 3 hours for your studies, so that you keep in track yourself in academics. Thank you one and all.